In this video, I'm going to show you how to adapt your business during these difficult times. And yeah, I don't have to describe what's going on right now. And what I rather want to talk about is on how to help you make a shift, especially if your business is negatively affected right now. And so what you need to do to adjust to make your business still going and adapt to the situation, or some things that you need to change or update just so your business will continue running. And so here I prepared some selected local businesses that I will be talking about. And of course I cannot cover all the businesses out there, but I'll try my best to talk about most of these. But if I'll not be able to talk about your business here, just look on ways on how to see how you can do almost the same thing. So before I continue, I just want to thank those who answered the survey that I did a few days ago. And so this is my answer to that survey. Knowing your situation right now, this is now my way to help you out, because I know that you already heard from so many people out there telling that we can get over this, we can do this, we can overcome this and whatnot. And of course, for us to be able to overcome this, we need some help, and this is the help that I can give you by showing you how to make a shift and adjust your business to continue running despite the situation that we have right now. And my recommendations here are something that might work temporarily while we are locked down or staying at home right now, or it is something also that you can continue doing even if this is over. So yep, let me start with the very first local business here. And first I want to talk about the events or travel photographers and videographers. And I might be biased, and I'm sorry if I want to talk about this first, because this is something that I came from. I was once a local events and wedding videographer, and so I just want to help out by talking first about these things. And so if you are in this niche, I know that today you cannot basically go out and shoot some events and weddings out there, because of course all the gatherings are no longer allowed. And so what do you need to do then? Well, for now you need to focus more on some things that you can do at home, such as editing and layouting. So if you have some backlogs that you shot in the past, it's time to edit those videos or lay out all those photos or edit them so that you can give them to your client, and of course ask your client to pay so that you will have some money that you can use while you're in this situation right now. And aside from that, you might also consider doing some things online, such as probably checking out some of the video shots that you have in the past. Maybe you have some collections of art shots that you can sell as stocks. You can actually sell your stock photos and videos, and there are different places online where you can actually do that. Next, you can also consider teaching online, because of course this is your profession and you're good at this. And don't worry if you're not the best photographer or videographer, because the truth is, even if you are not the best, a lot of people out there are newbies and they know nothing about videos and photos. And even if you just teaching the basics can actually help a lot of people, and they will surely want to learn from you. So yep, those are the things that you can do if you are a photographer and videographer who can no longer go out and shoot photos and videos right now. And next, I also chose some professions right here. So for example, if you are a lawyer, of course you can no longer meet your clients in the office, but of course you can always do things online. You can do things virtually. You can still stay at home and receive clients and still do your legal consultation through video conferencing. Like you can use Zoom call or Skype or one-on-one video calling, and you can still run your business by doing consultation from home. And the good thing about this kind of profession is that, again, you don't really have to meet somewhere else for you to be able to provide your service. So you can still do some legal consultation while you are at home. Next, if you're under the health and fitness niche, if you're teaching inside the gym or teaching nutrition or yoga or whatnot, of course you can no longer go out and teach this thing. But again, like I said with lawyers, you can also do some online consultation. You can do virtual consultation, like you can use Zoom and Skype or other tools out there to continue teaching your profession and skills online. You can give advices about health and fitness, and of course you can still do one-on-one coaching with your students by using this technology. And of course the same thing applies with nutritionist, psychologist, veterinarian. And of course if you're a veterinarian, you can no longer go out there and do some checkup with animals like dogs and whatnot. You can no longer go out and do physical dog training or check the health of the pets of your clients. But what you can do is still do an online consultation by teaching them how to take care of their pets, maybe give some advice and whatnot. Of course there are some limitations to this, because again, if there are some necessary procedures that you need to do, that's something that you cannot do at the moment. But again, just look for some areas that you can do online, such as coaching and consultation. And if you're a music teacher, you can do the same thing. This is somewhat easy because if you're teaching music, again, you don't really need to be there physically to teach what you're doing. Like if you're teaching how to play guitar, you can just do one-on-one coaching on Skype, or if you're doing this on groups, you can use Zoom or other tools out there. And if your profession is somewhat similar to all this, my advice is just the same. You can just consider doing video conferencing or doing one-on-one coaching, and look for areas in your profession or business that you can convert from physical to virtual. But what if you're running a local restaurant? Well, of course, you cannot convert a physical restaurant online, and it's impossible to feed people online. But of course, there are still things that you can do. And of course, the obvious one is by doing a takeout only delivery service. And especially nowadays that people cannot go out to eat, so what you can do is provide delivery services, and you can just deliver foods to homes. So what you can do is to contact delivery services out there that you can tie up with and work with them to deliver foods to homes. And I know that it's lockdown and this is challenging nowadays, but I know that for most places there are some windows, there are some open times that government has given us. So there will be a few hours that you can still do this. So I know it's challenging, but this is something that you can do at the moment. Well, what else? Aside from that, you can also consider teaching online as well. If you're a chef or a cook in a restaurant, what you can actually do is teach people on how to prepare food, especially nowadays that they are in a survival mode. So what you can do is to teach them on how to prepare food while you're at home with simple ingredients, with things that you have at the moment, and teach them on how to maximize these things and leverage what they have at the moment to cook some food for them to survive for some amount of days, something like that. So you can teach some meal plans or needed nutritions that they can cook to to boost their immune system and make them healthy, especially nowadays. So I'm not expert into this, and I really don't know how to advise about health, but you know what I mean. So this is you are better for this. So this is something that you can think of. But how about if you're a real estate agent? Well, again, I know that for this industry it's kind of hard right now because of course people are no longer considering to buy properties, especially that this time they are thinking of their necessities, and of course buying a property is something that most people are not thinking right now. So for long-term purposes, what you can consider is probably do some virtual tours. But again, even if you will do virtual tours, at this time, I gotta be honest that a lot of people are not in the buying mode for real estate properties right now. But this is something that you can probably prepare at the moment while we are in this situation, and then once this is over, you can use those virtual tours to show to your clients. But what you can probably consider to do at the moment is consider making a shift, like instead of selling properties maybe right now because we are in this situation, you can probably do some consultation or coaching. Probably you can teach about real estate investing, how to choose the right property that works for you, and those kinds of things. So instead of thinking of selling, probably right now it's about time to grow your leads, to to attract more people in your brand, or to attract more people in your area to purchase some properties in the future, and to have the right decision in choosing the right property for them. So this is something that you can do at the moment. Or if you're also good at teaching, you can probably teach real estate, probably growing your real estate business and whatnot. Probably you can create a course around that and sell it to real estate agents and brokers out there. So those are some ideas that you can consider. But how about if you're in a travel agency? And to be honest, I know that this is the industry that was badly hit right now, and I really sympathize with your situation if you're in this kind of business, because I've been reading some articles and news and whatnot, and I know that this industry really went downhill nowadays. So if you're in this industry, it's really hard to convert what you're doing online, because of course you cannot actually do, you cannot really translate travel into online, and it's hard to think of some ideas to shift this to virtual. And so I don't know, maybe you can consider thinking of some other ideas. Maybe you can consider learning some new skills. Probably look for some online opportunities that you can do. And I don't know, maybe the government or your business has some plans for you. Maybe they are still giving you some salary and whatnot while waiting for this to be over. And so while waiting for that, maybe you can consider, like I said, look for some other online opportunities that you can do while you're at home. So yep, again, like I said, I cannot cover all the industries and local businesses out there, but I hope that from all those things that I have talked about, have some ideas on what to do next. But in general, I also have some suggestions that you can do while we are here at home, locked down in our home at the moment. And the first thing is, I encourage you to vlog. If you have not started vlogging yet, this is something that you can start doing right now. So whatever your profession is or business is, you can start to vlog about your business. Like if you're a local restaurant, you can talk about your restaurant. If you're a lawyer, you can talk about legal services, legal topics and whatnot, and just start blogging about your business. Aside from that, you can also consider starting a podcast, and this is also something that is so common nowadays. A lot of professionals and marketers are now doing their podcasts, so this is something that you can also start doing. Next, I also recommend that take this opportunity to learn new skills, especially if you're someone who has this business that literally stopped nowadays. Maybe it's time to learn new skills. In fact, I know someone who was a pilot, and if you're a pilot, I know that you don't have a job at the moment, and I know someone who was a pilot and is now an expert in Facebook ads. So it's totally different industries, but it can happen. You can learn some new skills that you might want to consider to maybe shift to in the future, or maybe something that you can do temporarily. So it's really up to you. And like I already said, you can also consider teaching online. If you've been planning to create an online course about whatever topic that you may want to talk about online, you can consider that. And it's not necessarily something about your expertise, but maybe something about your experience. If you're a parent, you can teach about parenting. If you're good about some other skills, such as, I don't know, some people are good with relationship advice and those kinds of things, and just think of some topics that you can actually teach online. And finally, just explore some online opportunities. And there's a lot out there, and I cannot talk about all of them right now in this video, so I give you the chance to just research on other online opportunities and work at home opportunities out there. And I know that you still have a lot of questions, so I highly recommend that you sign up to the form that you can see below if you're watching this from my blog. If you're watching this on YouTube, just click the link that you can see in the description below, and you will be taken to my blog, and you can see a sign up form, and just enter your best email so that I will notify you about videos and some materials that I will be creating for you to help you run your business despite the situation that we have right now. Also, if you're still not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I highly recommend that you subscribe And please hit that like button, and if you have some questions and comments that you may want to add, you can also add a comment for this video. So thanks a lot for watching. My name is Cham, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.